Hi, Dr. Liz here, the creator of Hypnosis for Cataract Surgery. Today, I just want to give you a helpful tip, okay? And my top tip to help prepare you for cataract surgery is to not schedule work for a couple of days after the surgery, if not a week. Okay, I know my ophthalmologist said I could go back to work the next day, I could drive the next day, that this is just like an in and out procedure. This was not my experience, and it has not been the experience of people I've talked to either. I don't know what he thought I did at work, but if I had to sustain attention on someone, which is I do because I'm a therapist, or if I have to be on the computer, that is not going to work. Okay, first of all, I think this probably depends some on your prescription strength between your eyes. Okay, so my eyes were extremely nearsighted up to 13 point something, both eyes, okay, each eye, 13 point something. And of course, I could only be corrected up to about 8 or so, and so they couldn't correct me anymore. And I had early cataracts, and that was part of why they couldn't correct me anymore. But with cataract surgery, they do one eye and then they do the other. And there are a couple of reasons for that, and that is to make sure that the one eye does well, that if there's any kind of complications or infection, they want another eye that's operating well, okay, while this one starts to heal. There's several different reasons for that, but those are the main ones that I found. But what happened is my first eye they did, and it was like a miracle. It really was. You know, I had gotten home from surgery, and I had slept some, and then I woke up, and I walked out to the living room, and my husband was there, and he was watching some TV, and we have the subtitles on the TV. And even from just a couple feet away, the TV was blurry to me at that point. I couldn't even read some of the subtitles. My vision was really bad. And that's with glasses on, okay? That's not non-corrected, obviously. That's with glasses on. And I looked at the TV and I just started crying because I could read the subtitles. I could see the TV like clearly. Like this was a miracle. I've been nearsighted my whole life, and it just felt like a miracle. So that was the absolute gift of cataract surgery, let me tell you. Okay, but the other eye that was done was still on my old prescription. And the difference between the two eyes, this one working great, like almost 20/20 at that point, and this one working awful, right? Like I could see about right here without glasses on, caused significant nausea for me. Okay, significant. And there is no way I could have driven the next day. Absolutely not. I was sick for 2 weeks before they did the second eye. There's 2 weeks between my surgeries. And they had told me this, like, oh, you'll only be able to spend brief times on the computer or your phone or anything electronic, Kindle reader, any of that. Well, brief means like 5 or 10 minutes, okay? So if you have a computer job, forget it. Like this gives you massive headaches if you try to do it because your brain's trying to adjust and recalibrate, and all the neurons are like going, what's happening here? We want to adjust. You know, the brain's an amazing organ. It will adjust eventually. And the vision just gets clearer and clearer and clearer. Like it truly is a miracle, but it takes it time to do that. So it was months before I could spend more than about, 45 minutes on the computer at a time. So it gradually got more, okay? It was like 5 minutes and then 10 minutes at a time with like an hour or two break. And then it would be 15 minutes and then I'd have to take a break. That kind of thing, okay? So gradually it got better, but it was months before I could really get back to my normal level of computer use. So you do need to know that if you're on your computer, your phone, or something like that a lot of the time. And this I chalked up to like the significant majority of people getting cataract surgery are retired. They're in their 60s and 70s, right? I am an anomaly because I had early cataracts. And I'm assuming that when you're retired, you don't have to go to work. That's the definition of it, right? You don't have to go to work. There's nothing that really requires your attention in the computer. You can take it very slow and easy. So if that's you, wonderful. I still don't think you can drive the next day, okay? But if that's not you, then I would recommend taking off a week at least after each surgery. That's really what I had to do. I could not focus even on reading or a client in front of me for extensive lengths of time, and I also had to reduce the light. So I was extremely light sensitive, and I'd have to ask my clients it's okay if I turn off the light when I did go back to work, and of course they were fine with that. I had to close the blinds behind me because that's a lot of light coming in, right? And so that was my experience. I want to share that with you. No matter what they say to you, I would take a week off of work after your surgeries if you can at all afford it. I really would, and I've heard this from other people as well. Okay, so that's my top tip for you. I hope this was helpful for you. You can get my download if you want to feel calmer for your surgery and help prevent complications. Hypnosis has a very long history and long research history of being able to prevent complications. There's a research study that used hypnosis specifically before cataract surgery, and the people needed less anesthesia, which is always a good thing, right? Less anesthesia is less complications, less nausea afterwards, all kinds of stuff. So there's even research about this area, and if you'd like to get that download, that's over at my website, drlizhypnosis.com, or if you're listening to this on my website, you're already there, right? You could just click the download button and you'll be all set to go. Okay, it is an immediate download. All right, hope that helps somebody with cataracts. Peace.